92.6 FM Radio Fairland. Now, Sue joins us from Guide and Dogs for the Blind. Hi there, welcome to the programme. We're going to dispel myths today, aren't we?
Yes, we are. Good morning to everybody.
So, tell us about the background to this then, Sue.
Yes, we know that there are about 180,000 people out there who are like prisoners in their homes because they have sight loss, they can't get around on their own. And that's an awful lot of people who could be independent if they had another means of getting around. And we do know that a lot of people don't even think about getting a guide dog because there are certain misconceptions. Just for example, a lot of people think they can't apply for a guide dog if they haven't been formally registered blind or partially sighted with social services or having gone through the hospital. And that is certainly not the case. We actually have quite a number of guide dog owners who still have a certain amount of residual vision, and that assists their working with the guide dogs rather than hampering it.
Right.
We also have other sort of misconceptions. For example, people think that if they are living in a flat, they can't have a dog because they don't have a garden. And again, what we do there is we make a plan. For example, with myself, I'm a guide dog owner as well. I lived in a flat when I applied for my guide dog, and what we did there was we identified a piece of grass that was adjacent to the building, just on the outside, and my dog and I were trained so that when she needed to go out to the toilet, we went out on the adjacent grass, and I was shown how to scoop the poop, as it were, without getting my hands dirty. So there are different ways around these various misconceptions. One of the other things that we have, a lot of people think that they're too old to have a guide dog, and believe you me, you can teach an old dog new tricks when it comes.
I like it.
We have a number of guide dog owners in their 80s, 70s and 80s who are working very successfully with a guide dog, and we even have a lot of young people now. There used to be an age restriction on it, but we now have young people in their teens who have guide dogs. Some of the other things that people are worried about is if they have a pet dog in the home, they can't have a guide dog as well. And all it really would entail there would be that one would have to put in a few more rules in terms of the pet dog that would work for both the pet dog and the guide dog. And perhaps in some cases you might even find the pet dog's a little bit better behaved as well.
Right.
I think the other things that people are concerned about is the cost of a guide dog. Although it does cost an awful lot to train a guide dog, it's almost £50,000 these days, the cost to somebody who's getting the guide dog would only be 50 pence. And if necessary, guide dogs will help towards the maintenance costs in terms of food and vet bills and all the equipment and all the training. And so it's not a case that somebody can't have a guide dog due to their financial means.
Right, well, where do we find out more? Just give us a bit more of an idea where we go for more information generally.
Okay, we have 20 mobility centres around the UK, so one can find out on their local telephone directory, or alternatively, we have the Guide Dogs website, which is www.guidedogs.org.uk, or if people would like to talk a little bit further about it, they can call me directly on 0118 983 0128.
All right. Well, thank you very much indeed for the chat this morning. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Cheers.